Welcome back, folks. That was a slight disturbance. We may proceed. Reading the Dhammapada. I'm now on verse 11. To view the most important things in the unimportant, and to view the most important things as unimportant means one can never achieve the most important things, roaming as one were in the path of wrong aims and objectives. Verse 12. But to view the most important things in the important and the unimportant things as unimportant as they are means one does achieve the most important things, being on the path of right aims and objectives. Verse 13. When the roof of a house is bad and not maintained, rainwater breaks into the house. Rainwater breaks into the house, wreaking havoc. In the same way, when there is indiscipline and negligence, and the mind has not been practicing meditation, desire breaks into the mind, wreaking havoc as a consequence. Verse 14. But when the roof of a house is good and well maintained, the roof is good and well maintained, rainwater cannot break into the house to wreak havoc. In the same way, when there is devotion and discipline and the mind has been practicing meditation well, desire cannot break into the mind to wreak havoc as a consequence. Verse 15. Now and forever, in the present life and in the future life, he lives in distress. Distress. The evildoer lives in distress in both situations. He lives in distress and is miserable, seeing his own immoral conduct. Verse 16. Now and forever, in the present life and in the future lives, he lives happy. The doer of right lives happy in both situations. He lives happy and is overjoyed, seeing his own righteous conduct. Verse 17. Now and forever, in the present life and in the future life, is penalized. The evildoer is penalized in both situations. He is penalized by the reasoning, I have done wrong. I have done wrong. And is even more penalized when he arrives at a sorrowful state. Verse 18. Now and forever, in the present life and in the future life, is joyful. The doer of right is joyful in both situations. He is joyful by the reasoning, I have done right. I have done what is right. And is even more joyful when he arrives at a blissful state. Verse 19. A man who loves citing or reciting beautiful and impeccable verses, but is careless, unreasonable, and fails to act in accordance with the words, is like a cowherd eyeing and numbering cows in other people's herds. Not an associate in the holy life. Not an associate in the holy life. Verse 20. A man who does not necessarily love citing or reciting beautiful and impeccable verses, but follows the instructions and the rules, abandoning excessive desires and clinging, dislike and false opinions, ever mindful, reflective, and without attachment, without holding too tightly to the things of this life or the next life, that is surely an associate. That is surely and associate in the holy life. Folks, the objective of these verses has been achieved. It is to bring your mind serenity, to bring your mind calm, to bring your mind tranquility, to bring your mind peace. That's the objective. That's why the Buddha radiated this wisdom. If you have not achieved these objectives, send me an email. If your mind has not achieved peace and calm and serenity and tranquility after hearing these verses, send me an email. My email address is c.aburime@hotmail.com or Color College, color spell British, colorcollege@hotmail.com. Thanks, folks. Enjoy your Monday and the rest of the week. Namo Amitofo.